Good, good afternoon. Welcome back to my video. This is Prophet Weatherspoon. Um, well, as well, I ask you to bless this video. I hope that with anything that I say, helps make a difference in somebody's lives, save somebody's life in some way or capacity. Um, and before I get started, I would like to say everyone is welcome to leave their offering. You're welcome to donate your offerings, your tithes here or just give a donation to help support the ministry, um, so that I can be able to because that would help me be able to take care of the expenses for the ministry. Well, anyway, let's get down to it. Um, the topic of the cell phone. This may sound kind of crazy. You're like, well, what is she talking about? Cell phone. I mean, what could she possibly say about the cell phone? The cell phone has its pros and cons. I mean, the cons, you can take it everywhere you go, talk on the phone to your peoples, answer your emails. You know when you're expecting it and you're not home, you can get it on the road, on the run. You can call whoever you want, play games on it. There's a lot of pros when it comes to the cell phone, but not not many people, I mean, are really talking about the cell phone with the radiation because that's a big fat con. And I know the phone companies are gonna complain and say, "Oh well, she don't know what she talking about these cell phones, with the radiation causing cancer." But think again before you go listen to what they're saying, they because I mean I'm not saying anything is bad wrong with a cell phone, but you just have to use it in moderation. Use it when you have to. Okay, um, to decrease yourself from being exposed to the radiation that is in the phone. Okay, because you have all this technology, all of this energy coming from places that you really don't know, and in the electricity, it is bad electricity. I mean, you have all this electricity comes in, all this radiation coming in from sources that you just don't know. And what I'm saying is that there, I mean, and because of the radiation that comes from the cell phone, there has been an uptick in there's been an uptick in the cancer rates and people getting breast cancer and colon cancer. And I know, and I'm not saying that you only get um, cancer from a cell phone. I mean, cancer it can run in somebody's family history, somebody's bloodline. It could run in that form or fashion. So I mean, either way, I mean, you would still have to use discernment. You would have to go get yourself checked once a year or however m- many times a year the doctor tells you you should if you have a family history of having cancer in your family when it comes to colon cancer, like colorectal cancer and breast cancer and brain cancer as well. You would have to use discernment and do your research when it comes to your history and consult with your doctor to find out how many times should you go get checked and screened for that so that you can nip it in the bud before it gets to be a bigger conflict. Um, but anyway, I have been hearing a lot about um, cancer, the cancer rates being high in young people. And the thing that I have seen with young people is that they put the cell phone on the pocket on the front of the shirt. I mean, like like on the shirts that they wear, they have a pocket. I mean, you could put your pen, you could put cards there, but I've seen some people put them. put the phone in their pocket, on their chest, where their breast is. And though the individuals, they're not realizing, I don't think it's crossing their mind or realizing, hey, if I put this phone in my pocket, the radiation is going to go to my breast. And it's going to eventually cause me to have aches and pains and then develop into something cancerous. Um, they're not thinking about that. They don't really know because nobody's telling them. Nobody's raising awareness. It's raising this awareness in the public. Everybody's keeping it on a hush hush because they don't. The public, like these phone companies, they don't want no controversy. They don't want no backlash. They don't want to lose any money when it comes to these cell phones. I mean, these cell phones are pretty hot. That I do know. They're pretty hot when it comes to selling. That's why they come out every month, or should I say every couple of months with a new cell phone. Keep people in their store buying them so they can keep the cash flowing in. That I do know. But the one thing I think that the cell phone companies are not using, they're not raising the awareness to use your phone and use your phone when you need it. As in, let's say, like if you put the phone to your ear to talk on the phone, radiation goes to your brain, whether you realize that or not. Radiation goes to your brain when you put the phone to your ear. They're not saying, okay, well, the radiation from the phone, um, it can be hazardous to your health. But this is what you can do to talk to the people that you talk to on a daily without having enough radiation to go to your head for it to turn into something catastrophic. They're not talking about that. They're just saying, hey, take the phone and go. Hey, I'll see you later. I'll see you in the next couple of months, let alone 6 months. So you can get the new updated phone. That's what that is what the phone companies are saying. They're most focused on making that money instead of putting that advisory sticker on that phone because that phone, although it is a lifeline, although it can be your office, it could be you can use your phone and take it with you on the road and take care of business, take care of your family members, doctor's appointments. You can do a lot with the phone, but the cell phone companies they are not expressing that because I don't even hear it. All I see when I turn on the internet service at here at home, I see them showing how much they're gonna charge with a new discount deal their customers if they re-sign up. That's what I see. I see them promoting new prices, new deals. They're not saying, "Hey, our phones, the phones is good, but we have an advisory when it comes to the phone." You know, they're not saying that because they don't want to lose no money, and they're not saying that. But since they're not doing that, I'm gonna. I want to. I'm here doing this video because I want to inform people about this. Your health, your safety is on the line when you're using the cell phones. But I want to tell you there is a way to handle that. There is a way to still do what you want to do with that. So to do what you want to do, you need to do with the cell phone. Use earbuds. Use the headphones. Use the earbuds. Use the earphones. Or you know, if you don't want to do that, while you're driving or riding the bus or whatnot, you can always put it on speaker. Put it on speakerphone sometimes. Give your brain a break. And so that way you'll be cutting down, I would say 50% exposure to radiation from the cell phones to your brain. Um, and the other way that I have seen people expose themselves to the radiation is putting the cell phone in their back pocket. The radio, when you put it, the radiation does the same thing to it does the same thing to your body as it does as you put it in the front pocket on your breast. And the same thing goes for men. Breast cancer happens in men and also in women. I've seen men do this. I've seen women do this too. They take the cell phone and they put it in the pocket um, of the front of their shirt, and that is they're putting themselves at risk unknowingly for breast cancer. So I am spreading awareness, and I'm telling you some things that you can do in order to cut that 50 to 75% chance of radiation. Cut it so you won't have to worry about that. But that doesn't excuse anyone from going to get checked every couple of months or whatever it is that you agree to with your doctor. Like I said, I'm gonna go back to what I said the other one about putting the cell phone in the back pocket. And on the other day, I heard again that the cell phone, when men and women put the cell phone in the back pocket, that radiation goes straight to your rectum, and it's like you have all these symptoms, and you like thinking like, what is going on with me? Why am I having these issues? And you're having these thoughts, but you're not realizing that you putting the cell phone in your back pocket, the cell phone is going straight to your rectum, and it's causing it to have all kinds of issues. And eventually, you find out that you got colorectal cancer, and then you got a whole crap load of problems to deal with. And I want to let y'all know, not due to that, those who don't know and those who are dealing with this, that have put the cell phone pocket in the back of the pocket, that's a no-no. Um, I mean, you're unknowingly shortening your life. The cell phone people, they ain't gonna tell you because they don't care about you. The only thing they care about is you buying a phone from them so they can get rich. And that's how I see it because I practice what I preach. I have a cell phone and I use it for everything. But the one thing that I have done in the past couple of years that I found out, obviously I would say like 10 plus years, that radiation is not cool. You know, I keep a pair of headbuds. I mean like earbuds in my ear. I wear them everywhere I go. Sometimes I charge up my earbuds and I talk on my speakerphone. I switch it up every once in a while, or I'll go buy some headphones from the store and I'll wear it, and I'll do whatever it is I can do to limit the exposure to my brain when I'm on the phone talking to whomever it is I'm talking to. So, um, those who don't know, this is some knowledge for you. The and now that you know how you are getting affected by the cell phone with putting the phone to your ear and in your front pocket and affecting your breast and your back pocket affecting your rectum, you know the risk now that I'm telling you. And and if you don't apply it and you come up with cancer systems in those two areas, you can't blame anyone. But if you didn't know, you just didn't know. You won't be held accountable, you know? And like God says, I mean, many of these people don't know. And they're perishing due to the lack of information that they have. They have perished. There's like perish that God said, well, you have information. Those who don't have information, they will perish. And I think I wrote down some scriptures in regards to that. Um, let thought about people who don't have knowledge will perish. Okay, and the scripture that I found to support what it is I'm trying to say to make my point about the radiation in these cell phones causing cancer in both men and women. It's causing cancer in their breast and in their their rectum, their body. Scriptures from the Bible to back up what I'm saying here is in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. Um, the book of First Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 24. Holds the book of Hosea, chapter 4, um, verse 6. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. The chapter 10 of Proverbs, verse 21. Chapter 28 of Proverbs, verse 26. These are some scriptures in regards to my people, to what God is saying about if you don't know these things, if you don't know what is the cause of your condition, your problem, you won't have if you don't know what it is that's causing it, and if you don't have the information to counteract it, to intervene before the issue gets to be bad, you will die. You will have a problem. That's what he's saying. So, so with me saying this, saying this about the cell phone. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying you just gotta use you just have to use it wisely. Just use earphones, earbuds, use a speakerphone, to cut just to cut radiation from your brain. I know. I mean some people don't know, and those who don't know, here is the information here, and apply it. I mean, um, and for those who are using the cell phone and putting it in the pocket where their breast is, I I advise you to not to I advise you to stop doing that. It will cause colon it will cause breast cancer, and stop putting it in your back pocket because that radiation from the cell phone, it will go down and affect your rectum, and you will have colorect colorectal cancer, and things will be very difficult. So I am here as a messenger, spreading what I know and what I have done and what I have looked up about the cell phone radiation, and also and how we could all use it in moderation to get everything that we want done. And um, I hope that what I said has helped somebody in some way or some fashion. I mean, if you don't agree with me, that's just your opinion, your thoughts. I'm telling you what I know and what I heard. And I'm not on here to try to make nobody happy. I'm on here to try to save somebody's life, to give somebody some knowledge and wisdom, give somebody knowledge about an issue or that they may be dealing with, or give somebody advice on what they can do to change things to prevent a problem from occurring. Well, anyway, thank you for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. And God bless you. And feel free to donate once again to my cash app. Please do it if God leads you to do it. Don't do it because I tell you to do it. I don't want no smoke with God. So that's what I'm telling you. You do it if God puts it on your heart to donate to me. Either way, God bless you. Peace.